Hey, this is Mike. Welcome to another Live with Mike. Hope you're doing well today. And today we want to cover a key topic, and that is using social media to drive traffic to your website in 2021. Why do I put the year on there? Because things change, right? But before I go there, you saw maybe last week that the new iPhone 13 rolled out. You gonna go out and order that? Don't think I am at this point in time. It didn't make a huge splash, right? They said, oh, the battery's better, oh, the camera's better. I don't know, my camera's pretty good the way it is on iPhone 12 anyway. So Apple, they had to make some minor upgrades, but that's what they feel like, just some minor upgrades to the iPhone. Maybe I'm missing it. I don't know. Let me know if you think the iPhone 13 is the best thing and you want to go out and um, order that one right away. We'll see on that piece. And yeah, I was trying to think about different things in the tech world. You got to keep watching how things evolve. Now, I saw that I just talked about those pay later options, and I saw since I spoke last week that Affirm, that's another one, um, has struck a deal with Amazon. So they are experimenting with Affirm as a payment option on Amazon, which would be massive for Affirm. It's not rolled out to everybody yet, but they're testing that again. Affirm is one of those. I talked about Afterpay mostly last time, where it allows you to in the e-commerce checkout, say, okay, I don't want to pay everything up front now. I want to spread this out over, 4 months. And again, so it's $1,000 that you purchased on there. It allows you to spread that out, equal payments of 250. So um, you can spread that out. And it's a boom for consumers who like, paying that over time. The benefit is there's no interest for them as opposed to sticking on a credit card where you might have to carry a balance for that type of thing. So or even if you just pay it off, it's paid off, in your next credit card statement, 30 days or whatever, but this would allow you to spread that out over time, no interest. So consumers are liking it for that. And retailers, those selling, are liking it because they get paid immediately, $1,000, and it's on a firm to kind of deal with the customer on get that 250, get that 250, get that 250, get that payment. So that's a pretty big deal. We'll see if a firm gets rolled out across Amazon. If they do, look for them to be a market leader. But if you're thinking about e-commerce, that's a next step that you may want to consider is these payment plan systems that offer no interest. And our team can help you with that. But today I want to dive into that. How to use social media to drive traffic to your website in 2021. And let's just kind of run through some of the basics on that. Okay, why? Well, your website is still your dominant home in the web. Um, and you need to make sure that you're getting the traffic there. That should be the primary point of information intersection that you have. But as well, social media can help get traction and drive things there. Statistics are showing that approximately 92% of business owners are using social media and find it beneficial for their businesses. And social media users continue to explode. We're looking at surpassing 2.5 billion this year. And again, like a place in the U.S., it's a massive penetration of people with mobile phone who are on social media. So it is a place to reach people. But what do you do with them when they're there? And the basics. When was the last time that you looked at your social media profiles? Your profile image you probably see, but what about that little profile description on Instagram? Is the bio link going out to your website properly? Um, and is the information correct? And you want to uh, make sure that you have them filled out so it's correct to the consumer, but also that it's correct uh, for the platform. Because I had a friend who got their account their Instagram account suspended because it was deemed that they were underage, and the problem was is that they created a basically a profile for their business rather than an Instagram business profile. And so for the age, they put 6. That was the number of years they've been in business. Well, Instagram saw that as saying, well, you're underage. You're not, of legal age to be on Instagram, so we're going to suspend this account. So you want to make sure that you're doing things right. Do you have a business account for Instagram? Do you have, a Facebook business page? You have those profile information. So it's two ways. So what the consumer sees, also what the platform is to see. Make sure those are correct. And next, are you finding ways to engage with your audience consistently? And a lot of people say, well, what is that? That's trying to get them to, like, comment, interact with you, to engage with your content. And you have to be reminded that social media platforms are not intended to be a one-way street. They're intended to be two ways. So you can't just push information, but you need to try to, you know, to receive information, asking questions. I've seen some great things on Instagram stories where it's, little polls, yes or no, um, or A or B, those types of things that quick hitters that allow people to interact, and also to engage is to allow for, customer support that way. A lot of users on social media want to reach out for socials, for customer service support inquiries on social media. So are you prepared for that? That's something to be prepared for. Take a look at your steps for that. Next thing is understanding kind of the persona behind social media. It's to things that go viral and that capture people's attention, kind of have some kind of a wow factor to it. And so, what are you doing that can create that kind of wow factor? And typically, that wow factor is going to involve video. It's very hard to go viral with just a photo, so you have to be thinking about your content mix, the type within that. And you're going to have to post consistently, but not over post. Okay, so I think the trend of needing to post multiple times a day is gone, but a number of times a week definitely is there. And so on different platforms that can be more, like Instagram stories. You got to kind of stay consistent with that because they disappear in 24 hours. And so if you're not there, you're not visible. But you don't need to post maybe necessarily every day in the feed. So keep aware of that. Finding ways to take a look at other, the different avenues. Should your business be looking at Pinterest in a Pinterest is basically a visual search engine, and so should you be taking a look more at that platform, investing more there? That can drive traffic. That can seriously drive web traffic if that's the kind of area where your customers will hang out and take a look at different things. Um, Pinterest has expanded beyond, just kind of, women's fashion, women's clothing. There are all kinds of different topics there, and you can kind of go there, and a visual search engine, basically. Think of like going to Google, but you go to Pinterest, type in your search query, and you're going to get results, be able to see images right away on those things. So maybe that's going to fit your business as well. So you want to take a look at that. The bottom line is that you need to be evaluating it. You need to be reviewing it. You need to stop and put in some checkpoints to take a look at those kind of things. And then, with your post, are you saying, "Hey, here's the tip of the iceberg. Um, Come over to the website to see the full action." Okay, so let's just take a Facebook again. So on your page, you can do stories again. So you can give a snippet and say, "Come over here." Um, you can do a post in the feed. You can do video and have kind of a call to action. You can do a live video and have a call to action. Put some links in the comments that be ready for those that go to your websites. Those are key things to think about ahead of time. It's not just the social post, but it's how do I doing this in a two-step process, doing something that engages actively in the social media posts, but also has a secondary action of saying, and also you can find out more information over here on our website. Okay, so that's in Facebook. On Pinterest, obviously you can put up different boards. The boards can have links to content that's on your website. So again, maybe you put out a product post or a product on your product page. You can pin that on Pinterest in a board for your business. You can have a Pinterest business account, and then showcase some. That might mean you want a good mix of the image size. This vertical works better on Pinterest. That so you want to have that on your website. You want to pin that on Pinterest, and then you want to put a good description on Pinterest. So if somebody's searching for that, that some of those words can be found, the keywords, and then when they come over there, because you linked it from your website, they'll click on that. They would be taken over to your website. So it's a way to drive traffic there. YouTube videos, again, you can create that YouTube video. You can put it in, you know, say, hey, in the comments below, we're gonna have a link to get over to this. And you know, more advanced YouTube can have interactive links within the video, but if you start basic, you just do it in the comments. Okay. Instagram, similar to what I said about Facebook. I mean, there's stories, there's posts in the feed. Again, you can't put links in there, but you can direct them. Now, an image is hard to direct them to, but maybe a video you can tell them more, and you can say in the comments below, and then you can have that. Again, it's not a live link, but it's better than nothing. And I like some stories where they can do little snippets from the website. They can you know, put photos and comment on those things and tell people what to do in stories. And of course, you know, there's Reels, which is kind of the TikTok-esque feature. I mean, you mentioned TikTok. Again, that's videos where you can talk about things and you can direct them over to a website. You can have some information in your bio on TikTok on all those things. So thinking about a two-step process. Number one, good quality, engaging, actionary content on social media, the right social media platforms, and then that secondary piece about saying, and how do we make them aware of where to find it on the website, and making that kind of call to action verbally, visually, in the social media post. So that's those are keys to driving more social media traffic to your website in 2021. We didn't talk about TikTok, you know, in 2020, 2019 for sure. But it can be a relevant player now, depending on your demographics, where that's spending time. Instagram didn't have, you know, all these features that it does now with Reels, for example. And so you need to be aware of those, continue to keep up on some of the latest features and explore those features to see what they can do for your brand. Now, I've also found that you can find some great groups on Facebook, social media marketing kind of groups that can help you stay in touch, get ideas, bounce around some ideas. So if you're kind of solo in that social media space for your company, you can collaborate by picking the brain of some others, getting some ideas by being in some of these Facebook groups. So that's another resource area for you. So that's what I want to cover today in this Live with Mike. Hopefully that's helpful to keep you up to date as you need to be, always learning, always growing, always adapting, always testing and trying to be relevant is the way to go to be able to drive more traffic to your site. This is Mike with a Live with Mike. Over and out. Take care.